In part 2 of this tutorial, we're going to start by looking at styles and how InDesign allows you to work with styles for text and graphics. So first of all, if we go to page 3 in the Pages palette, choose the Text tool and click anywhere in the column of text on the page. You can choose Edit, select All, and it will select all of the text. If we go to the Type Paragraph Styles menu, we can choose the body text style, which will apply this to all of the text we've selected. If we deselect all, if we now click anywhere in the first paragraph on that page, we can apply the body text style with the drop cap, and to make the initial character of that paragraph into a drop cap character, and then save. Now if we use the Pages palette, go to page 7, we'll notice that there are 3 page references in brackets on this page. So if we highlight the page 2 reference and turn that into italicized text, and we can save our work. If we go to the Type menu and choose Character Styles, and hold down the Alt key, also known as the Option key, but it's the same key, and click on Create New Style in the Character Styles palette, it will come up with a name and it will say Style Settings None, which is Current Style plus Italic. So let's call it Emphasis. Now if we select our text again and choose Emphasis as the style, it's now applied that style to that text. We choose the page 7 text and apply the style and the other page reference, which is page 5, and also apply emphasis as a style. And we can save. And so all of those 3 references have got the same styling. Now if we go to page 4, and with the selection tool click on the pull quote, which we did earlier in part 1, and choose Object Styles, we can give a style to this object. So we're going to give that the pull quote style, and you'll see it's now gone blue, and there's drop shadow and other effects which are a part of that style. Now we can save. If we go to page 2 of our document, we're going to have a look at graphics and frames. So if we use the direct selection tool, the one with a white arrow, and click on the red star or sun, you can see that only half of it is being displayed. If we drag it to the right, you'll see that it's all being displayed, because its position within a frame was such that only the right hand side was visible. If we use the selection tool now and click on the blue hand on the left hand side of the page, there's no fingers displayed. If we make the box or the frame bigger by dragging up the middle handle, we can now make visible the fingers of that blue hand, and we can save. Now under the direct selection tool there's also the position tool, not one that I've personally used, but with this we can make some interesting edits. So if we choose Command J, which brings up a Go To Page dialog box, and type in 3 and press Enter, we'll go to page 3. If we triple click Exploring Mexican Folk Art with that tool, we can change its font size in the control panel to 20 point. And under the Window menu we can go to Layers, and we can see that the Photos layer is got a highlight of red, and if we click with the selection tool and deselect all, you can see the graphics layer is green. If we go to File and choose Place, we can find an armadillo.tiff file and click, and that will go on to the graphics layer which we had selected. Now we can lock the text layer just so that we don't accidentally do anything to it by clicking in the clear box and creating a lock icon, a padlock. Now if we deselect all and then click on the armadillo again, and we'll go on to the middle handle on the right hand side, and if we drag in with the selection tool, we can see that we are cropping the display of that armadillo. We're not cropping the image but the box, so how it's displayed, and we can drag that to the right hand of our page. It's now positioned, and we can save our work. We deselect all and do fit spread in window and then preview. We can see how this might print, and if we scroll down the pages we can see what the other spreads look like. And that concludes this guided tour of InDesign CS3.